guys, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, have you heard? Just sit down. I will tell you the secret. You can now come to Canada. Canada doesn't need you now to have Ielts, and Canada don't need you to have Canadian experience before you can do anything. That's a good news. So subscribe. Just keep your notification button on, and I will give you some secrets that Canada is trying to give to people like you, and I don't want you to miss it. Okay, now Canadian authority, you and your wife or your husband, if you want to travel to Canada, it is now. Don't wait. Don't allow this 2023 to pass you by, because it is now. Do you know why? Canadian authority open work permit for family members, family like you, family coming with their wives or their husbands and their children, and even their extended families if they are dependent on you. So this is what Canadian authority has done. And I will tell you something. If you apply from this June before August, you will be in Canada. It is not a joke. It is no longer like hard that you will prepare, you will do this, you will do that. No. Jandos, plumbers, bakers, healthcare assistants, all these jobs under tier 5 in Canada can now come to Canada without any foreign experience. Just tell them that you have worked 1 year. Like I always say, where you say yourself is in your cover letter and in your essay. That's where you say yourself. It doesn't matter whether you have degree or not. Because I've noticed by the application people are sending to me, they are not selling themselves enough. Because you are like a product. So it's how you market yourself. Can you convince people to believe on you, to give you an opportunity to live anywhere you are in Africa, to come to Canada? Let me just tell you, all the African countries almost all the African countries are participating nation under this tier 5 and under this new system of visa, of work permit visa. Almost all the African country. It doesn't matter where you're from: Uganda, Congo, Cameroon, Ghana, Tanzania, Kenya, Zambia, Tunisia, Egypt, Nigeria, Cotonou, and other countries, and Libya, yes, Sudan, South Sudan and Sudan, all these African nations, Senegal, all these African nations, you are welcome to Canada. You are welcome to Canada. And this is now. You can be in Canada in 60 days. In 2 months, you will be in Canada. And again, there's something now some recruitment firms are doing. Some recruitment firms are now offering, people like you and me. They're offering people like you and me something they call work and visa sponsorship. Is not the end of it. People like you are getting now free accommodation, free migration cost, 100% paid free, 100% paid migration cost. Because let me just say, there are people that cannot travel because they are not looking at going to Canada or going to Canada. Even I've seen somebody that got opportunity, but he couldn't travel last year. Yes, he applied. He was a plumber. He applied last year. He was just telling me, I think 2 days ago, he was just telling me that he applied, and due to that, the company didn't provide, the migration cost, because, he was coming from a poor place from Cameroon, and he couldn't raise like flight cost and something like that. There are people in just bad side, he couldn't raise it, and this thing, and it expired. They gave him 30 days to arrive, and they, he has even worked hard to get the visa ready, get everything ready, all these things, and he couldn't travel. He couldn't raise money for his ticket, and he said anxiety and depression nearly killed him. But now there are many companies in Canada are paying 100% migration costs. Your visa, your allowances immediately you arrived in Canada. They will give you accommodation, the allowances, and the migration costs they have paid. So it is no longer before, because Canada need people. Because people like plumbers, bakers, domestic workers, nannies, and healthcare assistants, receptionists, and ground workers, and construction workers, they are the people that make all these lucrative multinational owned companies work effectively. Imagine in a hotel, they are struggling to get cleaners. What do you think will happen? That is why domestic help and jandos are everywhere. If you open all the websites, they are just looking for them. Because no matter how a hotel, a 5-star hotel is, they must need effective and efficient and dependable and reliable cleaner to make it work. No matter how all the facility management companies want to, say that they are doing job perfectly well, or they are best, or they are this, or they are this, they need a dependable, reliable, and plumber to work effectively. There's no farm people that will say that machine will do everything: the picking, the packing, the storing, the bookkeeping, the inventory. They need people. Construction workers, ground people, landscape people, they need people. These companies cannot work without these people. Although they are in tier 5, they don't need certificate, they don't need WAEC. But if they can prove 1 year experience, you are just ready to go. And again, they will provide something that will make you comfortable immediately you get this job. The migration cost is there, the accommodation allowances is there, the living allowances is there. So why can't you start applying? Don't waste time, because Canada have lifted all this thing we are waiting for. Canada have, Canada made it now possible for everybody, you and me. I'm not saying that they will continue to give you this money. They will make sure that they sort you out, you are comfortable, and then you start earning your money and you start paying your bills. I think they're gonna help you like 2 months, 1 month, or 3 months. Then you have to settle down then and start paying. Another thing I want to touch out is that many of you are not checking your emails. Please normalize when you wake up, you check your email. Before you go to bed, you check your email. Things are going up. Immediately you start putting application, whether it's migration application, whether it's job offer, whether it's scholarship, whether it's a student's route you are going through, normalize checking your application, because people are not doing it. Why are you not checking your applications? Why are you not checking your applications? You have to track your applications. You have to check on them. After 1 week, after 2 weeks, you have to message them. You have to write them, construct a very, professional email to check up on them. Because that shows that you are reliable and you are ready for work. Imagine I have a job and you apply and I'm struggling, to get everything fixed for you to come over, and you are telling me, oh, every 2 weeks you're reminded. I will be happy. Oh, this person is very ready to come and work. I don't care whether wherever you are coming from, either Cameroon or Ghana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa, anywhere you're coming from. Please normalize when you go to bed, you check your email before you go to bed, so that in the morning you will reply. They might be asking you, maybe this certificate, do you have, if you're applying for healthcare assistance, they might ask you, oh, do you have this certificate, skills for care certificate, can you forward your certificate for us? And you are delaying maybe 3 weeks, you have not replied, you have not checked your email. It happens, and every day people are missing opportunities because they are not checking their email. And I will say, if it's possible that you're using a phone that can allow you to check your email over the phone, that is even more important. That is even more easier, I mean to say, because it is easier wherever you are going, you are checking it to keep up with the time and all that. So it will be easier if you can check through your phone if you have smartphone. But I know that things are hard. It's not everybody from Africa. I'm from Africa. I was born and raised in Africa, so I know how it is. I know it's not everybody that can buy a smartphone and all that. So if you are in that distance, then normalize when you wake up, you check in your system, or you go to a CAF, business center, you check before you go to bed, you check, or you can check a day, so that the next day when you come, if you see something, then you can reply. Most of this country, when you are in the morning in Africa, they are in their night. So you have to be checking. If you're applying for Canada, you have to be, and America, you have to be checking the 7 hours time difference and time zone difference. So you have to keep all these things in mind. These are the secrets, that is making people, they are not getting their job. Or maybe when they now check and the application, they didn't keep up with the things, necessary things they were asked to submit, they might lose the offer. So I have seen now 2 people that are just angry because they lost an offer. Please, and make sure you take this serious. Normalize. Your email should be something like news that you read every day. Just let's put it like that you wake up, you read this news. Your email is like your news. Okay guys, and here is the end of this video. Please subscribe, share, like, and invite your family and friends, because this channel is for self-development. Is for you how to get your personal finance in order, start healing financially and developing yourself, either through business or either through career paths. You can develop yourself and make a living either ways. And again, if you're relocating to any place and you need somebody, you need assistance, I'm here for you. Just go in the comment section, ask your question, and I will reply you. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for sticking with me. Don't forget, share and subscribe. Thank you.